Well, we all know that committing to goals can be difficult. Even goals that we think are important, say losing weight after the holidays or completing a project on time for work, committing to these goals can be hard. It can be hard to commit to do them and then follow through with them. What we're finding is that one thing that you can do is change the way that you talk about the time commitment required for those goals. That can change people's willingness to commit to them. In particular, what we find is that if you describe goals by the amount of time that people have to do them instead of by the date on which they have to be due, people are more likely to commit to pursuing them. In one of our studies, we asked people to consider losing weight, and we asked them to consider losing weight within a 2-week time interval. For some people, we simply described it as, would you be willing to lose weight within the next 2 weeks? We didn't really specify a date. For other people, let's say we did the study on November 1st, we would give them a deadline date. So we would say, would you be willing to lose the weight between now and November 15th? And so they still had the same 2 weeks, but they were thinking about it in terms of a date instead of an amount of time. And we found that this made a difference. We found that the people thinking about it as November 15th were less likely to commit to losing the weight than were the people thinking about it as 2 weeks. We did this research with all sorts of goals. So we looked at weight loss goals, for example. We looked at a goal to read a book that would give you literacy on financial matters. We looked at goals to learn a new language, either improving mastery of English or learning an entirely new language. We looked at other health-related goals, and we found the same pattern of results across the board. If a goal is hard to accomplish but has a positive payoff in the end, we tend to find this result where people are more motivated by the amount of time description than the date deadline description. I think this has implications for marketing in the sense that firms are often trying to recruit consumers to do something by a certain deadline, whether it's send in a rebate by a particular date, join a weight loss program that will get them results in a particular time frame, join a loyalty program by a certain date, earn points by this date. There are all sorts of things that firms are communicating to customers regarding future plans and future time frames. And what we're finding is that people might be more willing to commit if we talk about the amount of time involved rather than the deadline date. I think this also has implications for firms who are trying to motivate their employees. We all know that we want to get employees to commit to firm goals and to be willing to pursue them and eager to pursue them. And so again, it seems like talking about goals with deadline dates might be demotivating. It might cause people to think about all the things that need to get done, whereas talking about them more in terms of the amount of time involved actually gets people to focus more on the higher purpose and on the reason that they're doing these things and on all of the good that will come out of completing these goals.